The automotive industry is facing one of its most turbulent times in recent memory, with some of the world's biggest car makers struggling to keep up with the shifting demands of buyers. And the fallout? Well, it's becoming impossible to ignore. Across the country, dealerships are battling a crisis of overwhelming inventory, cars that just won't sell, no matter how hard they try. Outrageous price tags, questionable reliability, and shrinking demand for certain models have turned dealership lots into graveyards for vehicles nobody wants. In today's video, we're diving into the top 10 car models dealers simply can't move off their lots in 2025. Some of these cars might surprise you, while other not so much. So, buckle up, because we're uncovering what's driving this trend and why these models are sitting idle, collecting dust. Now, let's jump into the countdown. Starting off the list with the Land Rover Discovery Sport, an SUV that's all about appearances but lacks the substance buyers are looking for. While it boasts a sleek design and the prestige of the Land Rover badge, the reality is less glamorous. Consumer Reports gave it a disappointing reliability score of just 30 out of 100, with owners reporting issues ranging from bad suspension to sluggish transmission response. Under the hood, its 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine delivers underwhelming power and acceleration, and its fuel economy of 19 miles per gallon is hardly impressive for a smaller SUV. With an average price of $55,000, it's competing against rivals that offer better performance, comfort, and reliability, all for a lower price. The Discovery Sport's interior, though visually appealing, doesn't live up to the expectations of a luxury SUV. Buyers have noted that the materials feel cheap compared to competitors in its class, and the cramped rear seating area is a deal-breaker for families looking for space. Combine this with below-average technology integration and frustrating infotainment controls, and the Discovery Sport starts to feel less like a luxury choice and more like an overpriced compromise. Unsurprisingly, the Discovery Sport is lingering on dealership lots with a market day supply of 269 days. It's a reminder that even a prestigious badge can't guarantee sales if the product doesn't deliver. Buyers today want more than just a name. They're looking for real value, and this model simply isn't cutting it. At number 9 on our list of cars dealers can't sell, we have the Fiat 500e. A compact electric vehicle that was supposed to bring Italian charm to the EV market. While it certainly looks stylish and is perfect for navigating crowded city streets, the 500e struggles to meet the expectations of modern EV buyers. The most glaring issue? Its range. With just 141 miles per charge, it pales in comparison to competitors offering nearly double that at similar price points. In a market where range anxiety is a major concern for EV buyers, this shortfall is enough to steer customers away. Adding insult to injury is its cramped interior, which feels too small even by compact car standards, and a ride quality that leaves much to be desired. And then there's the price. At $34,500, the Fiat 500e is far from budget-friendly. For the same price, or even less, buyers can choose more spacious, versatile EVs with better range and features. Stellantis, Fiat's parent company, is already struggling with declining sales across its lineup, and the 500e is becoming another liability. Dealerships are feeling the heat, with the 500e sitting on lots for an average of 288 days. Even its playful, city-friendly appeal isn't enough to convince buyers in a market where practicality and range reign supreme. The 500e might have charm, but charm alone doesn't sell cars in 2025. Coming in at number 8 is the Nissan Z, a car that initially had all the ingredients to become a fan favorite, but ultimately failed to meet expectations. With its nostalgic design that pays homage to the iconic Z lineage and a sporty performance under the hood, the Nissan Z generated a lot of hype when it was first announced. However, things didn't go as planned. One of the biggest hurdles was production delays. By the time the car finally became widely available, potential buyers had already moved on to other options. The excitement that surrounded its launch fizzled out, leaving dealerships struggling to move units. On top of that, its price didn't help. At an average of $55,000, the Nissan Z is competing against sports cars that offer better value for the money. While its performance is respectable, other models in this price range deliver superior features, handling, and long-term reliability. Beyond the pricing and delays, critics have pointed out that the Nissan Z's interior feels outdated compared to its rivals. The tech features, though functional, lack the wow factor that buyers expect in a car of this caliber, and while its sporty design appeals to enthusiasts, it doesn't have the broad market appeal needed to sustain sales in the long term. As of now, over 2,000 units of the Nissan Z are sitting unsold on dealership lots, with a market day supply of 350 days. What started as a promising return to form for Nissan has quickly turned into yet another model struggling to find its audience in a highly competitive market. At number 7 on our car list, we have the Hyundai Ioniq 6, an electric sedan that entered the market with high hopes but is now struggling to find its footing. Hyundai designed the Ioniq 6 to be a bold statement in the EV world, but its futuristic, streamlined aesthetic has divided opinions. While some buyers admire its unique design, others find it too polarizing to commit to. However, the design isn't the only challenge. The Ioniq 6 comes with an average price tag of $46,000, putting it in a competitive price range where buyers can opt for more spacious electric SUVs or sedans with greater range. In fact, one of the biggest issues for the Ioniq 6 is that consumers are beginning to cool off on sedans in general. As SUVs and crossovers dominate the market, traditional sedans, no matter how innovative, are struggling to keep up. Performance-wise, the Ioniq 6 delivers solid EV credentials, but it doesn't significantly outshine its competition. Buyers seeking range and practicality are leaning toward models from rivals offering better overall packages. This leaves the Ioniq 6 in an awkward middle ground. Not affordable enough to appeal to budget-conscious buyers, and not premium enough to attract luxury EV customers. With over 6,000 units sitting unsold and a market day supply of 263 days, the Hyundai Ioniq 6 highlights a harsh reality in today's market. Standing out isn't enough if the car doesn't fully align with what buyers want. Despite its innovative approach, the Ioniq 6 is struggling to carve out a place in the EV market of 2025. Next up at number 6 is the Lincoln Navigator, a full-sized luxury SUV that once reigned as a status symbol, but now struggles to find buyers in 2025. This vehicle packs plenty of features to impress: massage-capable front seats, a leather-lined interior, and a massive 48-inch panoramic dashboard screen. However, these luxuries come with a hefty price tag, averaging around $105,000. One of the Navigator's biggest drawbacks is its poor fuel efficiency. With a 440 horsepower twin-turbo V6 engine, it averages just 16 miles per gallon. For a vehicle designed for road trips and large families, frequent stops at gas stations can quickly become an expensive hassle. Additionally, while the Navigator offers plenty of seating for up to 8 passengers, buyers are questioning whether they really need to pay such a premium when more affordable SUVs can provide the same functionality without the added bells and whistles. The SUV's design hasn't significantly changed since its last major update in 2018, leaving it feeling dated compared to its rivals. Many buyers are turning to more modern competitors that offer better technology integration and sleeker aesthetics. Even among luxury SUVs, the Navigator is losing ground to models that deliver similar or better features at a lower price point. With a market day supply of 262 days and over 8,700 units sitting unsold on dealership lots. The Lincoln Navigator is a clear example of a vehicle that's no longer keeping up with the demands of today's buyers. Its high cost and diminishing value proposition have made it a tough sell in a market increasingly focused on efficiency and innovation. Sliding into the 5th spot is the Audi Q8, a luxury SUV that was meant to be a stylish, coupe-like alternative to its sibling, the Q7. While the Q8 certainly looks sleek with its sharp lines and sporty rear-end design, it's struggling to justify its existence in the lineup, and buyers are noticing. At an average price of $85,000, the Q8 is far from a budget-friendly choice, especially when the Q7 offers more practicality at a significantly lower cost. For at least $15,000 less, buyers can opt for the Q7, which includes a third-row seat, better interior space, and slightly improved fuel economy. This pricing dilemma is causing potential Q8 buyers to second-guess whether the sleeker styling is worth the extra cash. Performance-wise, the Q8 doesn't stand out much from the Q7 either. Both models offer a similar driving experience, and while the Q8 promises sportier handling, the difference is minimal. Buyers who prioritize driving dynamics often opt for other brands or models that truly deliver on the performance front. For those who value luxury and space, the Q7 remains the better deal, leaving the Q8 in an awkward middle ground. The Q8's interior, while premium, doesn't offer enough differentiation to justify its price point. Buyers are increasingly looking for value in the luxury SUV market, and the Q8 struggles to deliver enough of it to stand out. With a market day supply of 270 days, the Audi Q8 is lingering on dealership lots, while its sibling, the Q7, continues to roll out. It's a classic case of a car overshadowed by its own family, unable to carve a clear identity in a crowded and competitive market. At number 4, we have the Jeep Grand Wagoneer, a massive luxury SUV with equally massive problems. Jeep's attempt to enter the high-end SUV market has been met with skepticism, and for good reason. While it boasts a commanding presence, high-end features, and plenty of space, its steep average price of $112,500 makes it one of the most expensive SUVs in its class, and buyers are questioning whether it's worth it. The Grand Wagoneer aims to compete with established luxury brands like Mercedes-Benz and BMW. But Jeep's reputation for quality and reliability isn't nearly as strong. Buyers willing to spend six figures on an SUV have plenty of alternatives that offer better refinement, stronger brand equity, and fewer long-term reliability concerns. This has left the Grand Wagoneer feeling out of its depth in a segment filled with well-established competitors. Its fuel economy doesn't help matters either. For a vehicle this size, the high running costs are a significant downside, especially as buyers grow more conscious of efficiency and environmental impact. Add to that a lack of differentiation in terms of driving experience or standout features, and the Grand Wagoneer begins to lose its appeal. Dealerships are now stuck with inventory they can't move, with the Grand Wagoneer sitting unsold for an average of 288 days. Stellantis, Jeep's parent company, is already facing significant challenges, and the underwhelming performance of the Grand Wagoneer only adds to their woes. Despite its size and luxury intentions, this SUV is a reminder that price and prestige alone aren't enough to win over today's discerning buyers. Taking the third spot is the BMW 5 Series, a luxury sedan that once epitomized sporty elegance but is now struggling to stay relevant. For decades, the 5 Series was celebrated for its precise handling and cutting-edge technology, but in 2025, it's finding it harder than ever to compete in a market dominated by SUVs and crossovers. One major issue is its softened driving dynamics. The latest generation of the 5 Series has lost some of the sharpness and agility that made earlier models so iconic. Longtime fans of the brand have noticed this shift, and many are opting for sportier alternatives or moving to BMW's popular X-Series SUVs, which deliver more practicality without sacrificing too much of that signature BMW performance. The 5 Series also suffers from a design that has divided opinions. While some appreciate its bold, modern aesthetics, others feel it has strayed too far from the timeless elegance that once defined the lineup. Combine this with a price tag of $66,000, and buyers in this segment are looking elsewhere, often to luxury SUVs that offer more space, versatility, and perceived value. Another challenge is the overall decline of the sedan market. With SUVs now dominating buyer preferences, sedans like the 5 Series are increasingly seen as outdated options, even with their prestige and features. Currently, over 3,200 units of the BMW 5 Series remain unsold, with a market day supply of 305 days. It's a sobering reality for a model that once set the standard in its class. The 5 Series still holds plenty of prestige, but it's clear that shifting market trends and growing competition are making it a tough sell in today's automotive landscape. Coming in at number 2 is the Chevrolet Camaro, a car that was once synonymous with American muscle and performance, but is now struggling to stay relevant in 2025. The Camaro's sales have been declining for years, and it's easy to see why. While it still delivers strong performance with its V8 engine and iconic styling, changing consumer preferences and tough competition have left it idling on dealership lots. One of the Camaro's main challenges is the shrinking sports car market. Buyers are moving away from traditional coupes in favor of more versatile SUVs and EVs. Additionally, with an average price tag of $42,000, the Camaro sits in a segment where buyers are looking for more practical options, especially with rising fuel costs. Critics have also pointed out that the Camaro's interior feels cramped and outdated, particularly when compared to rivals like the Ford Mustang and Dodge Challenger, which offer better tech integration and more refined designs. These factors make it harder for the Camaro to attract new buyers or even retain its loyal fan base. Dealerships are now grappling with overstocked inventories, as the Camaro has a market day supply of 290 days. Despite its rich legacy and performance pedigree, the Camaro is a stark reminder that nostalgia alone isn't enough to guarantee sales in an evolving market. Its future looks uncertain as Chevrolet faces tough decisions about the fate of this iconic nameplate. At the top of our list is the Toyota Avalon, a full-sized sedan that's long been a staple for buyers seeking comfort and reliability. But in 2025, the Avalon is struggling to find its place in a market that's increasingly dominated by SUVs and crossovers. While the Avalon offers plenty of luxury features and a smooth ride, it's becoming clear that sedans like this are no longer at the top of most buyers' wish lists. One of the biggest challenges for the Avalon is its price. At an average of $43,000, it's a tough sell when buyers in this range are leaning toward SUVs that offer more space, versatility, and all-wheel drive. Even loyal Toyota fans are opting for the Highlander or RAV4 instead of sticking with the traditional sedan. Additionally, while the Avalon boasts Toyota's signature reliability, its design feels outdated compared to its more modern competitors. Buyers looking for full-size sedans with cutting-edge styling and technology are turning to brands like Hyundai and Genesis, leaving the Avalon to feel like an option that hasn't kept up with the times. The market day supply tells the story. At 275 days, the Avalon is sitting on dealership lots for far longer than Toyota expected. It's a sobering reality for a car that once symbolized top-tier dependability and comfort in the sedan world. As SUVs and crossovers continue to dominate, the Avalon serves as a reminder of how quickly buyer preferences can change. The automotive market in 2025 is shifting rapidly, and these 10 car models are clear examples of how even established brands can struggle to keep up with changing buyer preferences. Whether it's outdated designs, high prices, poor reliability, or the growing dominance of SUVs and EVs, these vehicles are facing challenges that dealerships can't ignore. As the industry evolves, only the models that adapt to consumer demands will thrive. Which of these cars surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into the ever-changing world of automobiles.